by learning your language. She can.
Okay, this is Eric Coney, and these are my thoughts on Osama bin Laden's death. I think all of this is just a bunch of bullshit and it's just another distraction. None of this makes sense. None of it. This whole thing is stupid, and anybody who believes the shit is stupid. The people, like, I'm on Facebook right now and I'm looking at, like, somebody put this page up, and it's a like page. It's called "I Was Alive the Day Osama bin Laden Died." So I'm looking at this page, and some of the stuff I see is like about freaking Tom, fuck yeah, thug life, that fucker doesn't deserve peace, you know, a bunch of hatred ass shit, and I don't like none of this. I really don't like none of this, and it's all stupid. Like, people need to open their eyes. I was talking to one of my friends on Facebook. Her name is Selena, and we were talking about it, and I asked her what she thought about Osama, and of course she gives me the typical American, you know, response. You know, hell yeah, I'm so damn happy, she says. And I'm like, well, why are you happy? You know, I'm not happy he's dead. Why are you happy? And she said, cause he's the other, he's the reason 9/11 happened. And I'm like, no, he's not. Like, I think that's a problem with a lot of people's reactions, that everybody thinks that Osama bin Laden is behind 9/11. That's not true. The whole is there's just nonstop misinformation, complete bullshit being fed through the TVs and the internet. When people, first off, I was writing a paper. I was writing a paper when my roommate came outside and told me that Osama bin Laden died. And I came in and I saw on TV, you know, Barack Obama was giving his speech about it, and I listened to his speech a little bit. But there was a lot of problems I found with his speech. Like, well, the first problem that I found with the whole thing was that they killed Osama bin Laden. Now, President Barack Obama, he told the story that there was a firefight, you know, gunshots, and okay, they wanted to capture him, but they killed him. Okay, well, if you killed him, then, you know, don't present the news like this is triumph or something. You know, I mean, if this was a real war, you would want to capture the leader because he's a bargaining tool above all else. And I'm pretty sure the soldier who killed him isn't receiving any punishment, because I'm pretty sure he was told to kill him. So for real, this is just, I don't like the fact that Osama bin Laden was killed. I think, you know, from my point of view and the things that I know, I think that Osama bin Laden, him dying, you know, his death, him being killed, basically, I think it was highly unnecessary, and I think that it is just a ploy to summon up some patriotism for the next thing that's about to happen. Now, I say that because another thing in Barack Obama's speech that I didn't like was toward the end, when he said he was basically trying to invoke a sense of patriotism in, you know, Americans, and, you know, he said something, and it was like, well, let us remember the unity that we had after 9/11, and understand that our unity led to Osama bin Laden's death, you know, and together as a nation we can blah blah blah. And I'm like, first off, the majority of the United States had absolutely zero to do with, you know, Osama's death. Like, really, if you think about 9/11 happened in New York, two towers, lots of people died, you know, family members probably from all over the U.S. But the majority of the people who were affected were New Yorkers in surrounding areas. And for him to say, well, for him to, like, when he said what he said about our unity leading to the death of Osama, to me it sounded like, okay, we as, the government, the army, we killed him, but we couldn't have done it without you. So sure, our hands are dirty, but so are yours. You helped us. So instead of being mad at each other, let's just be proud. Let's be blind, proud Americans once more, and unite and possibly give up some more civil rights, and with the whole Patriot Act thing they did, and I'm not a fan of scapegoats. That's what Osama bin Laden is. Osama bin Laden is a scapegoat, and he has been since 9/11. Like, how is it? I don't understand how come the minute after 9/11 happens, Osama bin Laden's face is all over the news. If y'all were really researching Al Qaeda, or y'all really had prior intel on these terrorist groups, y'all would know who the leader was. And I'm pretty sure y'all should have been, feeding that through the media before the fucking attack happened, so we wouldn't be blindsided by it. People don't think about this kind of stuff, and I think more people need to think. He's a scapegoat. A scapegoat is something that people just attach all their problems to. So after 9/11, the first guilty face that pops up is bin Laden and Saddam. And people who walk past the TV and didn't watch the whole thing, or maybe the people who even did watch the whole thing but don't think, immediately think, okay, Saddam and bin Laden are the reason that 9/11 happened. Also, around that time, there was a bunch of talk about oil and war in Iraq. So, excuse me, people also connect those two faces with the high gas prices that are happening. They connect those faces to the World Trade Center tragedy that happened in 2001, and a bunch of other things that I don't like the National Security Act and the freaking racial, not racial, but well, yeah, you can say racial. But the all types of profiling that happened post 9/11, when everybody lost their freaking minds and just signed off on all types of stupid shit, with all the fear that the media was putting out and making the Americans scared. No wonder it was so easy for them to pass the National Security Act. And for people who don't know what the National Security Act is, they should really read up on it. That's what I think. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you what it is. You should read on it. And don't read from news sites. That's another thing that made me sick about this whole Osama bin Laden died thing. Like I said, I was talking to my friend Selena earlier tonight, and she was happy about it. And she said, oh well, he's behind 9/11. He's the reason why. So, I'm happy he died. And I'm like, well, don't be happy he died. That's another human that died, and that's not gonna fix anything. On top of that, 9/11 happened in 2001. It's 2011. It's a whole 10 years, well, just about a complete 10 years later. And I'm pretty sure, all you Americans out there who want to feel all filled with pride and a sense of accomplishment that Osama bin Laden is dead, y'all are full of shit. And I mean that, because I think if any of y'all really cared about Osama bin Laden dying, him being captured or killed or whatever, if y'all had cared any at all about that yesterday, the day before, last week, last month, last year, something, y'all would have did some sort of rallying or some kind of pro-war thing. For all of you out there who do feel accomplished and y'all are for the wars that are going on with the United States, Okay, maybe you're not so much full of shit. But the rest of y'all, these people I see on Facebook, these people who are younger than me on here talking all this shit like, yeah, we got them, and all types of accomplished, you know, y'all full of shit. And I say that because I'm pretty sure y'all had the same mind state I had about the whole Osama bin Laden 9/11 thing. You know, after the first, I mean, if we didn't heard the news, or rather, put it this way, if I would have heard the news that Osama bin Laden was captured or killed in 2002 or 2003, maybe even 2004, it would have mattered. It would have mattered more. But I'm pretty sure after that, you know, if y'all mind states were anything like mine, then y'all were thinking, okay, well, they didn't find him by now, so the shit don't matter. They not gonna find him. They ain't found him by now, they not gonna find him. Now here it is a whole 10 years later, where I'm pretty sure if you're not super pro-war yesterday, or matter of fact, earlier today, the name Osama bin Laden was not in your mind. You weren't thinking anything about Osama bin Laden. Now all of a sudden he's dead. You want to act all, oh yeah, cool, he's dead, yeah, we got him, yeah, USA. Fuck out of here. All of y'all. Oh my God. On top of all of that, us as Americans, I believe that we have to shake this sheep-like mentality. And our shepherd is the idiot box. Like, I hate to say that cliche, but TVs, internet is just stupid shit. It's just another light. That's what I call it, a light. It's a flashy light to catch your attention and to distract you from the things that really matter. You know, like I said, talking to my friend Selena, and she says he's dead and blah 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 blah. And I tell her, well, Obama said in his speech that they took his body into custody. Now, I'm willing to bet that we will never see this body. I'm willing to bet that we will never see legitimate proof that Osama is dead or that Osama is actually Osama. I'm willing to bet that. And on top of that, she says, she replies back, Eric, Obama said it. They had to wait for him to come out and say his speech. I'm like, oh yeah, that's true, right, okay, yeah. So since Obama said it, it's true. And she's like, oh, I can't believe you would say that to me. And this is what I wrote back, and I'm gonna read this. I can't believe you won't think critically. And this kind of what I'm saying right now goes out to anybody who is like her, who thinks like her. Y'all really need to wake up. We are really running out of time here, and I'm doing my best. I said, I can't believe you won't think critically. A human is a human. What's the difference between when Obama says something and when Bush says it? People don't like Bush, so they aren't distracted by the fact that he's president, and people question what he says because we think we're smarter than George Bush. So when George Bush says something, we question it. Oh, this is Bush. Bush is stupid. But when Obama says it with all his charisma and charm, we look at him like an absolute leader who wouldn't lie to us. Because, you know, some people may feel that Obama is smarter than them, or some people may just respect him. So they don't think that he will lie to them. But like I said in the beginning, a human is a human. People lie. People do, and I will admit I'm kind of cynical with this next statement, but people do what benefits them. People are motivated by what's going to benefit them. And I don't know President Barack Obama, so I'm not gonna speak on his motives or whether or not he's telling the truth or not. But all I'm saying is, people, we shouldn't think just because a person is not the same person that they're not doing the same job that they were hired to do. And I say that to say that the same people who voted George Bush into office, who clearly lied to us plenty of times, are the same exact people who voted Barack Obama into office. office is a job. They have to do their job. And it seems to me like they're doing the same job. Like, really, it is the same job. So what will make you think that he wouldn't do what he was hired to do? You know? So what I'm saying is, people, that we shouldn't lose, like, you know, regardless of the fact that Bush is out of office, we should never stop questioning our government. We should never stop questioning our authority. We gotta, you know, stay focused and not be distracted by all these lights, these TVs and the internet. You know, and when my friend Selena told me, oh, Obama said it, that made me think like, wow. And then I was reading these things on this I Was Alive the Day Osama bin Laden died page, and there's like a few posts that sound like something somebody who knows things would write, or somebody who questions the government, or somebody who is reasonable in the mind. It sounds like the type of things that they would say. And I agree with that way of thinking, regardless of what you say. If you're willing to question what comes out of the TV, or what pops up on the internet or whatever, you know, I appreciate people who think like that. But there are some people out here who believe anything that pops up on the screen, as long as the right person, be it Obama or whatever celebrity, as long as the right person says it, they will believe it. As long as it has an NBC logo or a Fox logo or a Twitter logo at the bottom, people believe this, and people believe stuff, and I don't like that. So in closing, I would just like to say that we as a people, not just American people, but, you know, anybody who might be listening to this, no matter where you are, but especially Americans, we should not be distracted by our governments. We should always question what the TV puts in front of us. We should always question any idea, especially facts. Things that are brought to us as facts, we should ask for proof. Don't just accept stuff. When you accept stuff just blindly without asking questions, that makes you a sheep, no matter who your shepherd is. And in this case, in this specific Osama bin Laden case, I would say the shepherd is the media. The shepherd is the TV, the trending topics, the Facebook posts, who, you know, millions of people today have said, quote unquote, Obama is dead. And I'm pretty sure the people on the receiving end of that don't ask for proof. And it's not really about Osama bin Laden being, God damn it, I keep saying Obama, I'm sorry. Osama bin Laden. It's not really about whether or not Osama bin Laden is dead or not. More so, it's, are you hearing the truth, or are you hearing something that's going to distract you from what's really happening? Think about that.